Good morning, it's another university day today. I had a late one last night and I did vlog yesterday, so this is the next morning after that. I got in so late, didn't have very long till I had to go to bed and I couldn't sleep because I'm always like that. But anyway, I'm up now. I was in despair coming out of orchestra. Oh my goodness, I struggled so much to read the stuff at speed and know where to come in without getting lost, you know, without losing count of the bars. So I was just like, oh, right, how am I going to turn this around? Because like I was literally looking at the clock thinking, okay, 15 minutes more of torture. Okay, I'm going to play a bit more, right? 13 minutes more of torture. I just want to get out of here. And then I thought the rehearsal finished at one time and it was actually 15 minutes later because I got muddled up, and oh my goodness, then it dragged on for another 15 minutes of me being lost and floundering. But anyway, so I've got a plan. I already had both the orchestra pieces on Spotify anyway, so I listened to them both this morning whilst doing other things, which isn't ideal really, but I don't know, I was absorbing it and going, oh, there's a little twiddly bit from the flute there. Thing is, like, with the traditional music that I play, you tend to play a tune. I on the flute tend to play a tune, which, you know, you could whistle along with or hum along, but with the orchestra it's all little twiddly bits, you know. There's not a lot of actual tunage going on there, like normally some other instruments got the tune. It's more like diddle-lip, 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 and then count another 72 bars rest, you know. But no, I've got an amazing power of listening, and I know that if I listen to both those pieces at least once a day, even if I'm pottering around making a sandwich or whatever, they will go in. Plus I've snapshotted all the sheet music so I can cross-reference and practice them in the week. That's my plan. Anyway, so I've got 2 lectures today. Just keeping an eye on the time so I don't miss the train. 2 lectures today, and then I plan to have some lunch and then book a practice room, do at least an hour's practice. Then I'm going to make my way to my boyfriend's place, hopefully have time to do more practice there because I haven't even properly practiced my lesson. I've just been so busy. I was saying to my other flute player friend, I was like, this is the least practice I've done for months and months since starting on my MA music course because I've just been so busy I haven't managed to fit my practice hours in. Anyway, so I'm going to try and do an hour at uni, at least an hour at IB's if possible, and then we've got a rehearsal from 8 till 11 PM, and then I'm in the next day but not early, so I'll go directly from his place. So that is my plan. Right, I better get off. I made a sandwich. I didn't eat my Sainsbury's wrap, which is now a Sainsbury's squashed wrap, so I'll have that today. My bread is stale, but hey, I didn't waste much of it. There's only one crust left out of the whole loaf, so it's edible. Oh, I was so busy at the weekend. I did a big shop on Friday. I thought, no, I'll save bread and fresh items till Sunday. Sunday came. I found myself with so much admin, I didn't have any time to go shopping, so I didn't get any. Oh, I need to sort my food out for uni, right? I'm going to stop rambling on because I've rambled for longer than I meant to and I've got to get out the door, so I'll see ya in a bit. Made it onto the train, I better turn that off. Right, my first job of the day is to make a thumbnail for tomorrow night's vlog, and then I need to work on the vlog for the following night. Got my coffee anyway, so we're all cosy. I think this cup, oh, it's not helping this open, it's losing its heat really quickly, but I've noticed that, like, when you look on the inside of it when you're washing it, there's damp on, like, I think something's got between the 2 layers, so I think the vacuum's gone, so I think I've loved this cup. It's a really handy shape. I have got another sippy cup at home, but it's got a great big handle on it, and I want something streamlined to put in my rucksack when it's empty for the rest of the day, you know. So I might be looking for another one. Someone recommended the Contigo brand. I've done it. I did my thumbnail for the next one, and I've edited the vlog for the one after that as well. So I've had a really productive time on the train. As you can see, it is very rainy out there, but luckily I do have an umbrella, which is currently down there because I had to use it on the way to the station already. I realised today that there's something I forgot to do, which is get a young person's rail card, because I've got the Valley's student one, but today I've got to travel on to my boyfriend's place afterwards, and I've got to pay full price because it wasn't covered, and it was actually cheaper to get a non-discounted ticket all the way rather than get one as far as where I'm going and then a different one. So if I'd have got that rail card, I could have had a third off, but it cost me nearly 20 quid today for that. So that is a business expense though, because it's rehearsing for the band tonight. I'll have to make sure to sort that out. But one of my viewers had told me that even as a mature student, you can still qualify to get that young person's rail card. So hey, thank you for that. This is one of the joys of having a YouTube channel, see. People tell you really useful information that's relevant to your life. It's incredible, it's a real blessing. haven't had much of a chance to speak to you. So I made it into the lecture. I was really rushed and flustered going in because I forgot to go to the loo on the train, and I didn't leave enough time to go to the loo before the lecture, and I just thought I'm not going to last. So that was a rush. So I rushed in, got in just in the nick of time before it started. And apparently there was a set task sent to us by email, which I hadn't done, and I went through my emails after the class, and it came in at about 2:15 yesterday afternoon. I was already in full-on rehearsal mode. I didn't get home till 11ish or something like that at night. I was exhausted. I'd been working on my vlog on the train, and this morning I just got on and I was working on the vlog, so I hadn't even realised it was in there. So that was the first embarrassment. But then we got given handouts to read, and because I hadn't read through them, and I am slow reading compared to everybody else, everyone was like whipping through this activity like a flash. That were 4 like sets of program notes to read, because it was all about program notes today, the importance of program notes, the do's and don'ts of program notes, how to, you know, a sort of checklist of items that you should have in there, things you shouldn't put in there, and so on. Because we've got to eventually do program notes for our own recitals here as part of the course, and also it is something you could do as a career or part of your career at some point, so it's a good skill to have. Anyway, I managed to read one of them out of the 4. I was so slow behind everybody else. We were supposed to work in groups, but I just like quietly got on with it because I just thought I'm going to hold you up. Just whoever works for me is going to get the booby prize. So just did it on my own pace, and there we are. Felt like an idiot, like. But there we are, that's what it is, isn't it? If I can't do it, I can't do it. Anyway, I've got like 20 minutes between now and my next lecture, so I've nobbled a practice room, which I haven't booked, but nobody was in here, so I've made myself a coffee. That's in my sippy cup. I'll probably sip that in my lecture, probably. But yeah, I'm gonna have to squeeze 20 minutes of scales in now quickly. Well, I'm in a different practice room now. Yeah, sorry, gnome head again. You've got to love the beanie when it does that, haven't you? Yeah, so I was practicing away, and it's a bit rushed. And I noticed somebody was hovering outside, and I thought, oh, I bet they've booked this practice room. And I put my head out and said, have you booked this? And they're like, yeah. But you never supply. It is awkward turfing people out when you've booked a room. But anyway, someone probably come and turf me out now. Anyway, my lecture's like, 6 minutes, so there's no point in getting my flute out now. So anyway, I did a bit. Oh, it's hard to fit it all in. Right, let's go to this. I might as well just go and sit in. So we were 10 minutes in that lecture, and we're being taken on an excursion to a careers fair, basically. I almost wasn't going to go, and I thought, no, come on, give it a go. Oh, I'm back. I'll tell you about that in a minute. I booked this practice room, yay! Well, from about 5 minutes' time. Still haven't drunk my coffee. Ooh. Power supply in this one. It's the first time I've noticed that. I've noticed that there wasn't any in one of them, at least. Unless it was hidden behind a piano. So we went to that lecture, and I didn't read the title of it before I went. I just knew it was careers and an optional extra lecture for us. And basically it was an excursion to a careers fair that was on nearby. And I'm not your average MA student, really. I'm not looking to take on a full-time job at the end of this course. I want to continue working as a freelancer and just add in more bits to what I've already got. So I want to stay flexible time-wise to be able to say yes to gigs, and not, I'm really sorry I can't get off work early enough, or I've got to book a holiday off work, and if I can't, it's tough, can't do the gig. Like, that's just not going to work for me. So I had a mooch round. I tried to go in with an open mind, but it was all like big companies, and there was a bit of a thing about, like, just because you've got a music degree doesn't mean you have to do music. A lot of companies will take graduates from many disciplines, and it doesn't have to be like necessarily related to what the job ends up being. But I want to work, I want to perform. That's what I like doing. I like playing live. That's what I like to do. That's what I want to do. So it wasn't for me. I snapped a few QR codes more for my daughter than me, really. Anyway, I've booked a practice room for an hour, which I'm going to start in a minute, and then I'm going to go to my boyfriend's place and hopefully practice more. That's my plan. It's about 3/4 of an hour later now. I've been working away. I've been enjoying it, getting into it, feeling a little bit less out of control of my schedule. I picked a practice room without any music stand again. I mean, how do you know when you're booking it? That's the thing, if you're in a completely other building. Anyway, I've been making do. I found a bit of blue tack under there. And I've added it onto my to-do list for tomorrow once I'm home. Pack blue tack in pencil case. Because most of my stuff's loose sheets, to be honest, and they'll just stick on the wall with one single blob of blue tack. So that's fine. Especially on here, this isn't going to damage it. It's fine. You might leave greasy marks on the painted bit, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'm enjoying myself. And I booked it for another hour. I got on my phone on the app and booked another hour because I'm just in my flow, really. I quite like practicing in the practice rooms, to be honest with you. There's something about the mentality of it. Like when I'm at home, I'm always thinking, oh, I need to do the dishes, I should put a wash on, I need to do this job on at my workstation. And no, when I'm in here now, well, apart from the fact I'm sorting my YouTube video out sporadically, I haven't done much to it, but it's uploading. Apart from that, I'm kind of thinking focus mode, really. So I'm going to get on with that now. I've worked on one piece, I'm going to work on the other one that I'm supposed to be doing for my lesson specifically, and then I've got a load of sight reading to go. I'll have to save the orchestra stuff for another day because I need to prepare for my lesson, which comes first. I've been tasked with playing this particular piece, which is a Baroque-ish, it's not quite Baroque, it's coming out of the end of Baroque, but it's a Baroque style, well, a Baroque-ish piece. And apparently the way I was playing it was like a more modern way of playing, and to be authentic, I need to change the way I'm playing it. Less vibrato, basically, if that means anything to you. And I'm finding it really hard to make the switch, but I think I've made a bit more progress today. The thing is, I've learned this partly by listening to professional recordings, you know, done by professional performing flute players, and they all have tons of vibrato all over it. I've got that in my ear, you see, and I can't seem to produce what I don't hear in my head first, if you know what I mean. So, but I've actually spent some time trying to imagine it in my head and then replicate what I can imagine myself hearing, and that's when the breakthrough came, really. Intellectualizing and playing are just two different things. I find it hard to do both at the same time. It kills all the musicality out of it, and I lose all my and I start playing like a robot. So I'm not good at that. I did 2 hours, and I tell you what, I had a little bit of time to even go through some of the orchestra stuff, and I tell you what, having a photo of it and being able to blow it up big and just take it that fractionally bit slower, it's made all the difference. Like, so far I haven't come across anything I can't play, it was just I couldn't read it fast enough, so I'll get familiar with it. It's just a matter of putting the time in to do that. So I managed to practice the 2 pieces that I've been set to practice. I'm just paranoid now because somebody might have booked this room from now, basically, because I booked it up to about 5 minutes ago. Yeah, so I'm supposed to have practiced 2 pieces, so I practiced those, and then I was supposed to sight read through a bunch of things. Well, I did all of them apart from one, and the lines of the stave just hadn't printed properly, so it was like random dots in the air, so I thought, no, we're just not even going to bother with that one, that's impossible. And then I had a bit of time, like 15 minutes or so, to do the orchestra stuff, and it's boosted my confidence a bit, really. I think I just needed that little bit of extra time to process it visually. Yes. Right, I'm going to pack up, I'm going to get myself off to Central Station, and I'm going to head off to my boyfriend's place now. I'm going to make a coffee on the way in the sippy cup because it saves money. I've got to stop having these sugary coffees though. We're coming towards the end of them now. They've lasted me ages, but they're delicious, but I just don't want to be coating my teeth in sugar, you know, unless it's a nice tasty donut or something. I've only had breakfast, I haven't had lunch yet, you know, it's quite late. I didn't put any cold in it because it keeps just going cold because my cup's not working anymore. So I just thought, right, I'll make it really hot and have it in a bit. Oh, it's not raining, so small mercies, because I really have got my hands full of camera and cup at the moment, and I haven't got a third hand for the umbrella, frankly. I have got a drink holder technically in my new bag, but I don't want to put it in there when it's full, or, you know, if there's any possibility this is going to pop up, because sometimes it expands, you know, when you put hot stuff in and this kind of pops up, and then next thing you know, it's coming out the top. Oh, they're nice red autumny colour there. We're just leaving Cardiff now, heading in the direction of my boyfriend. I've got a table here, so I'm going to do some work on my laptop now to pass the time of the journey. More YouTubey stuff. There's the OU there, Open University. Right, I'm going to put this away and just get on with some more editing. There's John Lewis, so I can't help giving you a guided tour for that old pub there. It looks so out of place now, doesn't it? It's been dwarfed by the other buildings that have sprung up. It's 5 to 5, I'm at my boyfriend's place. Do you know what, I got mixed up with my editing. I edited the wrong bit of vlog on the train. I did get quite a bit done, but I accidentally was editing next Monday's one instead of the Friday one for my shopping channel. Oh, I'm not used to being ahead with my filming, or behind, whatever you call it. I'm not used to having a time lag, but I have to at the moment because otherwise I'm going to be missing uploads. I've just got to work this way. Anyway, I'm going to spend some time now sorting out my upload for tomorrow night and the night after, I think. Yeah. Oh God, I'm getting confused. And I've got homework to do, but I'm not going to do that until I've done this. And then, yeah, IB did not plan on feeding me. He's like, oh really? You want to eat before the rehearsal? Yes! How inconvenient. And he's got, well, he says he's got no food in. He hasn't got anything you can just eat. Everything needs cooking, and I don't think there's any fresh vegetables at all. So I think we're having a single jacket potato with grated cheese on. I just need, oh, I'm craving proper food. All this being on the go all the time. I've just eaten too many sandwiches and wraps and sausage rolls and things and pasties. I just want proper food, but I'm not getting it today. Maybe tomorrow when I get home I'll cook something proper. I'm going to go do some more laptopy work now. Right, thinking about it. What I've got to do is 2 thumbnails and the doings to get 2 videos up that are already uploaded to YouTube. Because I forgot I'd uploaded 2. I thought I'd uploaded 1. That's how come I accidentally edited the wrong one. But it needed doing, just not yet. But no, he has got some stuff in the freezer. So I'm just thinking if I can get that all done in half an hour, what if I can make one of my magic things out of frozen veg and some tinned pulses and have that with the jacket potato. He's got veggie sausages. Oh, he's got enough, look. Oh, he's got Snickers ice cream. Ew, they're all squishy. Right, yeah, I think I can do something. I'm going to go and get my thumbnails done anyway. I think I've done one of them already. I got my 2 vlogs up, Wednesday and Thursday. That's Planet Immo sorted till the end of the week now. And yes, that is Sibelius, you can hear. One of the orchestra pieces, it is going in. It's going in my head. I'm finding myself humming sections now. So far, we've got a range of frozen solid vegetables in a pan with some olive oil. I'm going to add some things like chilli and ginger and garlic and tin tomatoes and a tin of chickpeas and God knows what else. And we'll have that on the side with jacket potatoes that are doing in the oven that have been in for quite a while already, like half an hour. Oh yes, she's going to be the orchestra's most improved player this time next week. They'll be like, oh, she's a bit better this week. Determined. You hear the drama in that music while I'm cutting up this ginger right now. Yeah. Ooh. And it goes. I am filming the food. There's potatoes under there. We're going to eat. Right, I don't know if any of my speech came out clearly because he was making a blooming racket with the cutlery drawer. So this is our food. There are jacket potatoes under there that IB lovingly did and smeared butter on, and we're going to put grated cheese on top, aren't we, dear? Yes. It's frozen veg, but remarkably good. Got to be honest. Right, I'm going to bed for 40 minutes. IB's already gone to bed for 40 minutes. We're going to have a little nap or rest. I don't know if I can fall asleep. Because I just don't usually, but I might, you never know, so I'm going to give it a go, and anyway I'll have had a rest, so that's what I'm going to do before the rehearsal, because we're going to be going on so late. It's just gone 9 PM, we've been rehearsing. We will be rehearsing again, but the boys have just gone to the kitchen, because Dan's offered to make us a lovely cuppa. And yeah, we're knackered, we are. All of us are knackered, all of us, all 3 of us, but pushing through. We've only really got 2 things that we need to rehearse, to be honest, but we haven't done them for so long that we really need to rehearse them. They were sounding a bit limp. We gave them a go earlier. It's the Monster Mash and The Devil Went Down to Georgia, basically. We haven't done them for years, and we're going to do a gig quite close to Halloween, so we thought, it's not a Halloween gig, but we thought we'd have a little nod in the direction of Halloween for the entertainment of the audience. So yeah. Just trying to brush those up if we can stay awake long enough to do it. And IB's on the scrounge for biscuits, because once we came here and Dan had bought like crisps and chocolate and things for guests that come here, and IB remembered, so now he's gone on the scrounge for biscuits. I reckon we can get away with doing an hour and then call it a night and not go on till 11 like we usually do. I think an hour will be enough, honestly, more than enough. Fingers crossed. I haven't got to be up at the crack of dawn, because I'm not starting first thing at uni tomorrow, but I want to get up early because I want to get on with things I need to do. I've got homework.
Guests included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. The scene was rocking, all were digging the sounds. Igor on chains, backed by his bay hounds. The coffin bangers were about for a ride. With their vocal group, the crypt take a fight.
They played the mash.
They played the Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
They played the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
They played the mash.
They played the Monster Mash.
Look, I got back. Look, that is much earlier than I expected to be getting back. I don't think we'd be left by yet. That didn't make a lot of sense. Left by now, yes. So we just didn't really need to practice the whole set. Most of the things we can do anyway, so we just practice the old ones. And they started off rather shaky because we hadn't done them for absolutely ages, years, and then by the end of the night, I think, I don't know, we were a bit more rested. We'd had a coffee break and a chat, and we just kind of came at it with new vigour. Decaf coffee, by the way. Anyway, we can watch a little bit of telly. We've made a pact. We're not going to bed any later than 11:30, and I should get a good night's sleep because I haven't got to get up at the crack of dawn tomorrow, and Ivy's going to drop me at a train station. And yeah, I've got 2 lectures tomorrow with a big gap in between, like 3 hours, so I'll try and get a good practice stint in that 3 hours and maybe do my homework as well, because I've got homework. Right, anyway, but thank you so much for watching this video. Do give it a like if you happen to like it. Click on a playlist from me to watch more vlogs. There's some up here somewhere on the end screen, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.